Colossians 4:6, let your speech always be gracious, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how you ought to answer each person. All right, so here we go. We're talking about acting in wisdom towards outsiders, making the most opportunity with our time, making the most of our time, and let your speech, your words, and he says always be gracious, all right? Be gracious. Let all of your words be filled with grace. Let all of your words be spoken always in grace. And then he has this little bit here, seasoned with salt. This is a really cool phrase here, seasoned with salt, with the result that you know how you ought to answer each person. And so when we say seasoned with salt here, it's like we need to have each conversation that we have, right? Every conversation we have with each person, we need to be having gospel conversations, and they need to be seasoned correctly, because every person you come in contact with is going to be different. So you don't need to have, it's good to have evangelism strategies, that's awesome, but we also need to be walking in wisdom so that we can understand how each person is going to be how each person is going to react. So our strategy in sharing the gospel is to have gospel conversations that are seasoned with salt, so that we'll know how we ought to answer each person. So we'll be led in conversation with each person. So it's going to be the same message, the same gospel, but it's going to be seasoned differently depending on the individual that we're talking to.